B.A.Part थर्ड के विद्यार्थियों का एक बार फिर से ऑनलाइन क्लास में स्वागत है। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, आपके सेकंड पेपर में प्रेस्क्राइब्ड स्टोरी द मदर ऑफ ए ट्रेटर बाय मैक्सिम गोर्की, इस स्टोरी को आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे। इन टुडेज वीडियो वी विल डिस्कस about the author and introduction of the story. In the next video, we will discuss a summary of the story. So, dear students, let's start the video. First, we will talk about the author. Maxim Gorky, 1868 to 1936, was the pen name of Alexei Maximovich Peshkov. कि मैक्सिम गोर्की जो है एलेक्सी मैक्सिमोविच पेशकोव का पेन नेम था, उपनाम था। He was born in Nizhny Novgorod, a city which is now renamed after him, in Russia in 1868. He was the well-known Russian writer and he was a revolutionary also. He became famous through the short realistic stories that he published in 1895 to 1900, dealing principally with thieves and tramps and other outcasts. कि वो ऐसा रूसी लेखक था और रिवॉल्यूशनरी भी था, क्रांतिकारी था, जो अपनी छोटी छोटी कहानियों के कारण बहुत प्रसिद्ध हो गया था। ये कहानियाँ उसने 1895 से 1900 के बीच में लिखी थी और ये कहानियाँ फेमस इसलिए हो पाई क्योंकि इन स्टोरीज़ में मुख्य रूप से चोर, घुमक्कड़ तथा देश से बाहर निकाले गए लोग इसके पात्र थे। गोर्की was brought up by his maternal grandparents after his father's death. He was unhappy in his grandparents' home, and when he grew older, he had a vagrant's life, traveling across Russia, enduring misery and poverty, and mixing with unprivileged people who later characterized his stories and novels. His later work, which comprises plays and novels, is especially notable for his autobiography in 3 parts, of which My Childhood is the first. Gorky was born in an artisan family. After a miserable childhood in his grandfather's house, his father had died when he was very young. He wandered like a tramp for several years. ट्रैम्प मिस घुमक्कड़ की भांति। तो उसके कहानियों के जो मेन पात्र थे वो भी घुमक्कड़ लोग थे। He endured great misery and poverty. बहुत गरीबी और उसने दुख झेले। So he was mixed with the downtrodden who later peopled his stories and novels. तो उसने बहुत परेशानियां झेली थी, तो ऐसे ही लोग उसके कहानियों के पात्र बने। Gorky began writing in 1892. With his increasing involvements in Bolshevik and revolution, his novels became artistic exposures of the evils of capitalistic society, पूंजीवादी लोगों के. After the revolution, Gorky had immense influence on the progress of literature and the arts in Soviet Russia. Among the best known of Gorky's work is The Mother. He started his writing career by writing for newspapers and published his first volumes of work, sketches and stories in 1890s. Later he wrote an autobiography book, My Universities, based on his travels and jobs. Gorky wrote sympathetically about simple folk in the context of the social decay in Russian employ. In the last year of his life, he was appointed head of the Soviet Writers' Union and founded the School of Soviet Realism. His famous works include Forma, Goldard, Tray, and Insport, among others. The Mother was the first comprehensive portrait of the Russian socialistic movement. His play entitled The Lower Depths was a great success in Russia and was produced all over Europe. So, dear student, this was the introduction of the author Maxim Gorky. Now we will talk about the story The Mother of a Traitor. The Mother of a Traitor by Gorky is a short story dealing with a mother's conflict between love for her son and love for her nation. Mona Mariana's son becomes inimical towards his own country. Inimical मतलब देशद्रोही. So Mona Mariana's son becomes inimical towards his own country. The desire to become popular among the citizens overpowers him. To attain glory and to establish his supremacy, he starts killing people and destroying them with the help of his troops. Mariana is deeply saddened by the destruction of her beloved city and citizens. She had dreamed of making her son a good leader who would have served the nation. But to her dismay, her son betrays the country as well as his mother. She feels sad on being called the mother of a traitor and decided to meet her son in order to bring him to the right path. But she is disappointed as she finds that avidity for glory and power has blinded her son, and he is totally unaffected by his persuasion. Mariana makes him take rest in her lap and kills him by pushing a knife into his heart, thus fulfilling her duties as a true citizen. But the next moment she kills herself with the same knife, fulfilling her duty as a mother too. So, this was a brief introduction of the story, The Mother of a Traitor. The Mother of a Traitor, a story of conflict between ambition, characterized by a traitor, a brave but heartless son, and life represented and characterized by the mother of a traitor, where the heartless son appears with power and prowess, is easily victimized in his hand and the lap of a mother who is appeared in the story very ordinary, developed because of the urgency of time. It also signifies throughout the history such ambitions appeared in the name of war. However, ultimately the life got the victory over the death and human civilized continued through such difficult hurdles. So, dear student, this was a brief introduction of the story. In the next video, we will discuss the summary of this story, The Mother of a Traitor.